Okay, so this video is on making a first aid kit for hiking. I'll show you what I like to do. A lot of this is very individualistic and you'll just have to make up what you want to do yourself. The first thing I start with is what kind of trip am I doing? So if I'm going to do a backpacking trip, I'm going to incorporate my first aid kit into my my backpacking supplies. So I already have stuff for insulation, so I don't have to worry about adding anything for that, for warmth and keeping myself or the patient warm. I also have a sleeping pad with me, so there's things I can do for splinting with that. If I'm just going to go for a day hike, which is what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take something like this. Sometimes I bring this, and this is just, I got a water bottle, canteen, cup and stuff in there. I've got a little first aid kit that I've put together with everything I kind of need just in case kind of situations. I believe that when I go hiking, even if it's a day hike, you never know what'll happen, so I always kind of bring just a little bit extra just in case something were to happen. And here, I wanted to get this out, and I think that's smart. I think you want to have at least something for navigation, light if you end up being out later than you thought you would, kind of late at night before, and you have to find your way. Of course, you also want water. You want some food, snacks maybe, and some insulation just in case. This is a chest rig. Sometimes I'll take that. I take this a lot of times when I'm hunting because it's right there on my chest, and I'm able to keep everything right there in front of me in my workspace. You know, you might take a fanny pack when you go hiking. I threw this in here. This goes around your ankle. If, maybe you're maybe not hiking. That would be pretty uncomfortable with hiking, but you can put first aid kit stuff in there. But today I'm gonna bring my this is like it's an Osprey pack. It's a Camelback. Everyone's heard of a Camelback before. And this has a lot of storage. This is kind of been my favorite day hiking pack because it's just got a lot of storage. It's comfortable and it carries a lot of water as well. So now I'll show you what I want to put into it, what my mindset is when I'm making a first aid kit / hiking day pack, because it all goes together. If you're gonna have a first aid kit when you're going hiking, might as well have a little survival stuff too, right? It just makes sense. You want to be prepared in the unlikely case that something were to happen. I find that when people prepare for things, bad things usually don't happen to them. It's weird. Bad things usually happen to people that are unprepared out in the wilderness. So I'm gonna put all my stuff into here that I want to take on this day trip. All right. So first, some easy stuff. I want some water. I've got a gallon of water I can fill up my Camelback with. So I'll fill my Camelback up, my water bladder up with some water, and I can access that through here. But for time and expediency, I'll do that off camera. All right. So I might get hungry, so let's throw some snacks in. I got some simple snacks I can put in here as well. Okay. And although I am wearing a rain jacket because it's kind of windy and cold and rainy today, I bring this guy a lot. This is a really small fold-up rain jacket that goes into a day pack really easy. Doesn't take up a lot of room. And you could throw some gloves in there. I'll leave those home today. A koozie if you're gonna drink a beer maybe, and your flashlight. I'm gonna bring this. This is my headlamp, just in case I get caught out. I'm out here later than I anticipate. I need to be able to see. You need a cutting tool. You can bring something small like this that can go around your neck. I'll bring that for expediency. This is a fire starter. You could bring a bigger knife if you wanted. I'm gonna throw some wet ones in just in case you want to clean your hands up after you eat your snacks there. All right, now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. So when I'm making my first aid kit, I'm gonna throw this survival kit in here. This is kind of a pre-made. A lot of times I like to make my own, but this guy's a beast of a survival kit. Fishing, fire starting. It's probably got some first aid stuff in there too, but we'll pretend it doesn't. Okay, I'll throw that in there. Now I want to make my first aid kit. So what I have found is that a company called Adventure Medical Kits, they make kind of the best hiking store-bought first aid kits that are out there. So I usually like to start off with one of those. This comes in a waterproof bag. This goes inside of there, but this is lacking a couple things. So this is good for, you know, your boo-boos, keeping a wound clean. If you're going to be out there for a few days, you know, you gotta keep things clean. But if you're going on a day hike, and really any time, you know, I don't want to get out. I want to get out of there. I want to go back to my car if I get hurt. I don't really care as much about the band-aids maybe on a day hike, but like I said, we're getting ready just in case something bad happens. So you kind of want to add some extra stuff in there, right? So I will bring the band-aids. I will bring, looks like I put some water purification tablets in here at some point in the past too. So I kind of add things, I take things out, I kind of make it my own, all right? So I'm gonna put it all into this bag, and we're gonna make our own first aid kit using some of the contents from that Adventure Medical Kit, because I think it's a good base starting point for a first aid kit. Now, I'm gonna, it's probably a good idea, maybe keep these wrapped up, but we'll keep it clean. You can flatten things out, you can make things smaller. We've got some duct tape here somewhere. You know, I re-rolled duct tape onto so we can make it smaller. We don't need a big roll of duct tape, but duct tape's super important to have. I think it's got a lot of uses. Things that have more than one use are important. So first and foremost, we'll have a tourniquet. Tourniquets need to be somewhere you can reach them quickly, so I may not put that in the main first aid kit. I'm gonna put that in on my hip belt, right? Or you can put it just in your pocket, anywhere you want to get to it fast. It's also a good idea to be able to access a tourniquet with both hands. You know, if I injure this arm, or I got it on this side and I need to tourniquet this arm, I'm gonna want to use my left hand to reach it. So it's a good idea to have tourniquets placed somewhere you can reach them with both hands. So let's put this together. So we've got a little packet of some basic, well, it looks like we got some sting relief. We got some acetaminophen, Benadryl, we'll throw that in there. We've got stuff for cleaning wounds, we're gonna throw that in here, okay? Let's see, let's put that in this other here. Okay, we've got some Band-Aids. I don't maybe need a whole crap ton of Band-Aids, but this isn't too bad. These aren't too many. All right, we've got some moleskin. Again, this might not be something you really care about for a day hike, but if you're gonna be out there for more than one day, or you get stuck out there, you wanna take care of your feet. That'll help with the blisters. Okay, some more wound care stuff. We've got some triple antibiotic. What is this? Oh, okay, so this is more wound cleaning stuff in the wound cleaning pack. Some benzoin tincture. Okay. Tweezers are important. Get ticks off, slivers. Those can cause you a lot of pain. I'm gonna add a Tegaderm in here for more just wound care. We'll have the duct tape in there. Okay. Some more tape, sports tape, bandage tape. Okay, it's a good idea to stay, you know, obviously we all know we want to stay warm. If we are in, something bad happens to us, we go into shock, we want to manage that shock, we want to stay warm. So here's some options. We've got a small emergency blanket. We've got a bigger emergency blanket that's actually in the shape of a kind of a sleeping bag. They call it a bivy sack, and that you can cover your whole body up. The inside is reflective, and this isn't going to be in the shape of a sleeping bag. So we've got something that would be the smallest size that would fit into here, you know, with everything else I want to bring. But we've also got a little bit bigger of a size. And then if we want to get even more complex, we've got something that's a little bit more comfortable. This is more like a sleeping bag. It's gonna, it does the same thing. It's got a reflective interior, a waterproof but also breathable exterior, and it's got zippers. So this is gonna be a little bit more long lasting and sustaining. So, you know, I don't have to fit everything in this one little sack. So I'm gonna go with the middle option. We're gonna put this in my hiking pack. We're also going to add some other stuff. Okay, so we've got some of the basics. We've got, you know, the stuff for the boo-boos, but you know, when you need help, it's the stuff that it's the big stuff that can hurt or kill you. So we've got the tourniquet. We've got occlusive dressings, right? So we're gonna throw these occlusive dressings in here, and some compressed gauze. There is a mountain lion out on this property. This is out on the Platte River. I'm gonna take a hike. We're gonna hike down to the Platte River today, and so, you know, who knows? You know, maybe I get to be fortunate enough to get attacked by a mountain lion. This is Bismarck bandage. I haven't really messed with this stuff too much. It's kind of, you can use it as a tourniquet. It's kind of just a big rubber band, really. There's a lot of, you know, there's some multi-use stuff. Maybe we'll get to play with that today. So we are going to leave this. This is my little first aid kit now that I've kind of based off of the Adventure Medical Kit 0.5 kit. This is for, you know, 1 to 2 people for 1 to 2 days. And we also added some stuff for more severe wounds. We added a tourniquet, we added occlusive dressings, some more gauze. But every time I have run into people on trails while hiking, seems like a lot of times the big problem that they run into that I've had to help other people with is, I was seeing what I had in here, had some stormproof matches in there. What I've had to help people with in the past when they get hurt on trails seems to be sprained ankles, twisted ankles. And really, you know, some of these places you go, people have to hike out. They have to get out themselves. So having some Coban on you is a great idea. Also, if they twisted their ankle, there's a good likelihood of a fall involved too. So, you know what, a lot of times you'll see people carrying SAM splints that go hiking. I think that's a great idea to do that. So we're gonna throw this in with this pack. I'm starting to get a little bulky, but you know, if I'm gonna have it, might as well do it right, okay? So that's our kit. Let's go on a hike.